Alright everyone, hello, welcome to Brittany Internet History, episode 7. This is indeed about her time as a foster parent. Now, I think all of the things that we cover in these videos are distasteful, problematic at the least, and horrifying at the worst. All of them are bad. Like, everything that I'm making a video about, I have an issue with. However, this scenario and this entire story arc is one that, like, personally upsets me the most, and here's why. My husband and I, for about a year, did kinship foster care for 2 kids in our family, and initially it just started out as kinship, obviously, and then at probably like the halfway mark, we ended up going through all of the classes to become licensed foster parents. And so our license is not active now, it has lapsed. However, it's in good standing. Like, if we were to contact the agency and be like, hey, like, we want to reactivate it, we would probably have like a continuing education unit to complete, and then we'd be able to get our license active again. So it is a little bit personal to me, so because of my bias, this one does get me a little worked up, but let's talk about it. So in July of 2022, Brittany announced that she and Jordan were going to be stepping into a foster to adopt program in just a few short months. So at this time, when she made this announcement that they were entering a foster to adopt program, they were not licensed foster parents. They had not begun the program yet. So it was basically like hey, this is the thing we're going to do, but they had not done anything yet. They had not taken any action actually yet. And pretty immediately she started posting content about being a foster parent and how she was facing spiritual warfare because she was a foster parent. She just decided to become a foster parent. Spiritual warfare. Christ-centered marriage, spiritual warfare. Starts a women's ministry, spiritual warfare. And this is my first like not contact attempt, but this was the first time I commented on something that Brittany Dawn posted, and I was like, hey, let's rethink this. I think eventually this is probably what got me blocked from her social medias, but I told her, like, I left a comment very nicely being like, I want to push back on you calling yourself a foster mom because you're not yet. Like, you're not licensed, you're not fostering, and this is a really serious thing. Like, this is really important, and as a foster parent, your role in this child's life or any child that you take into your home is super important. Like, the way that you impact not only them but their parents and the relationship that they're able to have going forward, it's a big deal. It's not something to be used for brownie points on the internet. So, like, you know, like, maybe we don't like make videos saying that we're foster parents and facing spiritual warfare when you have not completed your training and become licensed yet. Anyway, so they announced this. It's like a whole thing. This is the foster era. Everything is about fostering and why they're doing it. And at this point, she and Jordan do put out a video talking about why they're entering into this, like, time in their lives, basically, why they're deciding to foster. And this whole time, Brittany's been like, this is not a second option. This is not plan B. How dare anybody suggest this? That's a horrible thing for you to say. A foster child is not a second choice. Which I agree with. Like, I don't think that you should foster or adopt purely because you cannot have children of your own. Like, I don't think that should be your plan B. I think it should be something you do because it is on your heart. So I agree with her there, but at the same time, they put out a video on YouTube where they're talking about it, and Jordan says, like, we've been married for 10 months and we're not pregnant yet, and so it's been on our hearts. Like, he literally specifically says this in a video that they put on YouTube, and that, I don't know if it's still up, but it was on YouTube. I'm assuming it probably still is. Like, I can't imagine that she took it down. But, like, Jordan literally says, we've been married for almost 10 months, we haven't been able to conceive naturally, and so this has been on our hearts. So you You tell me, Britt, like, is it not plan B, or is it your plan B because you have not conceived naturally? So anyway, this is like their main focus. This is the thing that Brittany Dawn makes her entire internet persona about, until they receive a placement in December of that same year. And immediately when she gets this placement, it's like sharing basically everything she can but this kid's face. Everything is about the baby. Everything is about her and being tired and being run ragged. And I remember specifically she posted a story where her hair was done, her makeup was done, she was dressed, and she was riding in the car, and she was like, oh my gosh, you guys, this is so crazy. Like, I'm so exhausted. I completely forgot to brush my teeth. I do not buy that. I do not buy that. You put fake eyelashes on and you didn't remember to brush your teeth? Well, with Brittany, maybe. But like, her hair is done, she is dressed, she has makeup on, like a full face, she is ready to go. But guys, she forgot to brush her teeth. And so like, that's the whole thing of like, this is so much, it's all consuming, and it is, yeah. I think that she definitely played it up, of how tiring and how exhausting it was. From what I remember at the time, a lot of the consensus kind of was that Jordan seemed to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting of taking care of this newborn. So Brittany might not have been as tired as she was pretending to be, as she was presenting herself. Some other fun facts and tidbits around this time: Brittany posted medical information about this baby. I'm not going to say what it is. It's horrible and horrifying, and I don't understand why she thought that was an appropriate thing to do. Like, this is what I said at the time when I was making a YouTube video, is like, your role as a foster parent is to play a positive part in reunification. That is your goal. You may have your own personal opinion. And this was her first placement, and super quick. Like, she did not know this person, like the mom, from Adam. So like, you don't know what's going on. You don't know what their life is like. You don't know what's in the best interest in the long term of this child. You don't know what struggles she's having and how she's tried to fix it, and like what her chances are of being a healthy parent for this baby, right? So it's like, you have this baby in your care. Your job is to keep this baby safe so parents can do what they need to do to get better, to get to a place where they are stable and secure and safe for that baby to come home to. And I don't know who this child is, but it's very possible that the mom or the dad or anybody else in this baby's family knows who Brittany is, and they might have seen you sharing this child's personal medical information and judging their parent for it. So that was a horrible thing that she did at the time. She also, like, at the same time, the other thing. So, like I said, she was, like, sharing so much about this kid and, like, making it, like, your foster parents aren't real parents. And then she did a reel of her, like, in a leather jacket inside her house, being, like, making bottles and, like, folding clothes, and it was like super tense and so BA, like, look at you, oh my god, you're in a leather jacket, you're making like a really serious scary face at the camera, oh my god. And that's not to say that I don't think foster parents are real parents. I think you are very much acting in the sense of a parent, a caretaker. Like, you are providing that, you're filling that role for that child, and I think fostering is so important. Obviously, like, I, as somebody who has done it, like, you are, in almost every sense of the word, that child's parent for now. But like, I that doesn't mean that you get to like supersede the importance of mom and dad. It's a complex relationship, and we're running out of time because I can only do 10 minutes. So I'm gonna wrap this up, but there's one more story I want to talk about that she did, and a couple other things to add. That'll come later. Make sure you come back for part 2. Follow me. Maybe if enough people follow me, I'll be able to make playlists on here. So fingers crossed.